Hello guys and welcome to my Todoroki work log. This is for his hero outfit, his second one. So basically all we're doing is using some patterns and I'll post them on the screen right here. As you can see, we're using these two patterns to make the pants and the jacket. I think it was actually a shirt or something like that I used to create into a jacket or something like that. So pretty much you just cut out your patterns and just follow along, I guess, if you want. Or you can make your own patterns, you know. I just didn't feel like doing that because that was a lot of effort I wasn't going to put into this cosplay. And I'll be posting my cosplay showcase for this here at some point. Just because I have to reshoot it. I need to reshoot some more scenes because it's not enough to fill up what I want. And it's been very sunny and hot and not rainy and overcast like I want it to be. So there's that. And this will be a 2-part series. I will be doing, in this video, it will be like all the sewing that you need for the actual outfit, and the next video it'll be all his accessory, armor, harness, whatever you want to call it, that stuff. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm just cutting out the pants and whatnot. You're gonna need to cut out 4. No, you only need to cut, my bad, don't listen to me. You need to cut out 2, I believe. You need to cut out 2. You got a front and you got a back. So you gotta cut out 2 of each. Just follow your patterns. That was a look of confusion. So pretty much what I'm doing is, because I cut these out super big, which you don't need to do, I'm just using my own leg to kind of figure out how baggy and how tight I want it to be. If you look at his outfit, it's really hard to tell if it's baggy or if it's tight in certain areas. So I kind of just guesstimated and made it baggy in certain areas and a little bit tighter on the legs and the waist. But overall, I gave it more of a bagginess because it's Todoroki, let's be honest. He's very lazy when it comes to creating his outfits. He does not have a sense of fashion, and it makes me laugh. I love my little son. And then you're gonna sew your pant leg, 1 pant leg, not 2, just 1 at a time. Well, I mean, you're gonna sew both of them, but I'm sewing up. You're gonna sew up your pant legs, okay? 1 at a time, and then you're gonna attach them together. I used suiting fabric for this. I don't think I mentioned that. Yeah, I used suiting fabric for this outfit because I couldn't find anything else that I would have liked to use. And it actually turned out really well. It's a little bit darker than what I was going for, but I kind of like it because it kind of has that manga feel to it. The manga is a little bit darker in colors of their uniforms, at least Todoroki's, and it ended up being perfect for the colors I chose for his accessory, armor pieces, things, because those colors are very bright and they stand out perfectly against it. But that's up to you. You know, you get to choose how you want it to look. If you want to go lighter, go lighter. If you want to go darker, go darker. I'm gonna be completely honest, I have no idea what I'm doing here. I filmed this so long ago, and now I'm looking back at it, I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing for all of this. I know right here I'm pinning, this is where you pin it together. As you can see, I'm pinning the front. I'm pinning the right leg and the left leg together and creating a front and a back. You want to make sure you keep trying them on. You don't want to make pants and have them not fit. I used an elastic for this pants, if you want to actually do like full on pants, you know, make a zipper and a button, I would definitely recommend using a pattern. Here I am trying them on, and I figure it's way too baggy for my liking, and you can see I'm trying to figure out how to take it in on the sides. Yeah, jump around, make sure you can actually move around in them, because that's very important. You want to be able to move around in your cosplay. Here I believe here I'm just trimming off all the excess fabric, because there was a bunch of excess fabric here because I made them really baggy and then I had to take them in a lot. So yeah, make sure you trim off all your excess edges that you didn't use. This becomes really baggy. And press your seams, because it is sooty fabric and it's nice and crisp. Get it crisp. And here what they look, and wow, that was really bad English. And here's what they look like with the elastic sewed in. To do the elastic, you create a 1-inch seam around the top of your pants, leave like an inch or two gap open, take a safety pin around the elastic, run it through, and then sew it all up together. And that's how you do it, the easy way. And then here I am showing you my pattern for the little accessories that he has on his pants, his accessory, the design he has on his pants. I wanted to embroider it on, but I didn't have an embroidery machine, so I was like, I ain't doing that by hand. So I ended up just taking fabric, because I don't have footage of it. I ended up taking fabric and I cut out the pattern. I glued down the sides of it with liquid stitching glue, and then I glued it on top of the pants, and that's how I did that. And then here I am cutting out one of the side panels for the jackets. Yeah. And this is what it looks like with one sleeve just sewn on, but not like all the way sewn. As you can see, it's very big. I made this super duper big, and that's not what you want to do. As you can see, I have also sewed on both of the sleeves now, and then I figured out, wow, this is way too big for me, so I redid it all. I made it way smaller. As you can see, you do not want your armholes halfway down your arm. You want it right on top of your shoulder, where your shoulder meets your arm, that little connection. That's where you want it, you know. And that wasn't happening, so I redid it all. Yeah. And then here I am adding on iron-on bond into where the area where the zipper is going to be at. And I did that because I wanted it to be very smooth and sturdy right there, because I was only going to use one stitch, like a straight stitch instead of a decorative stitch, because it's Todoroki and like they can't have anything decorative on it because he wouldn't do that. So I did a straight stitch all the way down where the zipper, I put the iron-on bond there, and then when I added on the zipper, and then I did a straight stitch all the way down. And this is what it looks like with the jacket sleeves cut. I also put in a lining into this jacket, and you just do the exact same thing for the lining. You just sew it up, and then you attach the lining into it as well. You can see where my zipper is gonna go. And then this is my collar. I made it 3 times before I got it right, and even now it's still not exactly right. So what I did, I took a interfacing, and then I used iron-on bond to adhere it to the fabric. And then I took the edges, I folded them in, and then I used liquid stitching to have a seamless top to it. And then I took some stretch white fabric that I had. I think it's the Ultra Preme from Yaya Han's collection, and I glued that down as well. Yeah. The collar is very hard. it took me a while to get in. Even now, it's like still a little bit big on one side. It just wasn't fitting correctly. So I don't have any really good tips on how to make the jacket or to make the collar fit perfectly in. I'm sure I will figure it out eventually, because I have to do his fantasy outfit and he has another popped up collar, so I'm sure I will get it down by the time I have to do that. So that's all for this video. In the next one, it will be how to do all his accessories and stuff, all of it. And yeah, so if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe to see more in the future, and see you in the next video.